Multiple choice question on calculus of several variables. First, we know that a simultaneous limit, a relation between simultaneous limit and a repeated limit. Now, if the first relation is if repeated limit does not exist, then simultaneous limit also does not exist. This is the first relation. The second, if repeated limit exists and not equal, then simultaneous limit does not exist. Yes, a limit does not exist. And number 3, if simultaneous limit if simultaneous limit exists and equal, then not simultaneous, repeated. If repeated limit exists and equal, then simultaneous limit may or may not exist. Now take the simple example for the first case. Take limit, check whether limit xy tends to 0, 0, x divided by x plus y exists or not. Find this limit. Okay, so now if we find the first repeated limit x tends to 0, limit y tends to 0, x divided by x plus y, then it is equal to limit x tends to 0, okay, x divided by x, which is equal to 1. Now if we consider the second repeated limit y tends to 0, limit x tends to 0, x divided by x plus y, then it is equal to, here it is what, 0 divided by y, okay, 0 divided by y, then 0 divided by y, here it is equal to 0, limit y tends to 0, limit y tends to what, here limit y tends to 0. So here both the repeated limit exist, but they are not equal. Both repeated limit exist, but not equal, and therefore simultaneous limit does not exist. Okay, that is, we can say that here this limit xy tends to 0, 0, limit xy tends to 0, 0, x divided by x plus y does not exist. This limit does not exist. So this is what the case number 2. This is what case number 2 here. This is the case. If the repeated limit exists but not equal, then in that case simultaneous limit does not exist. Now we are going to take an example of if repeated limit does not exist, then simultaneous limit does not exist. So if we take here a simple example, say limit, second example, say limit xy tends to 0 0 tends to 0 0 x plus y divided by x. Then here if we take the first repeated limit limit x tends to 0, limit y tends to 0 of x plus y divided by x is equal to limit x tends to 0. If we put y equal to 0, then it is x divided by x, which is equal to 1. Now next, if we take the second repeated limit y tends to 0, limit x tends to 0, x plus y divided by x, then again here this limit does not exist. This limit is what? Does not exist, or it is what? Infinity. So in that case, here the repeated limit does not exist implies, now since the repeated limit does not exist, in this case we can say that here, say simultaneous limit xy tends to 0 0 x plus y divided by x does not exist. Okay, so this is what case number first. If the repeated limit does not exist, then simultaneous limit does not exist. Now next number 3, if we take the simple example, limit xy tends to 0 0 xy divided by x square plus y square. Here if we take the first repeated limit x tends to 0, limit y tends to 0 xy divided by x square plus y square, which is equal to limit x tends to 0. If we take y equal to 0, this is 0 divided by x square, which is equal to 0. Similarly limit y tends to 0, limit x tends to 0 xy divided by x square plus y square is equal to limit y tends to 0. So xy, if we put here x is equal to 0, this is 0 divided by y square, which is equal to 0. So we can see here both the repeated limit exist and they are equal. So both the repeated limit are equal. So now the simultaneous limit may or may not exist. This is case number 3. Case number 3 here. If the repeated limit exists and equal, then simultaneous limit may or may not exist. So for that, if we consider the different path, if we take the different paths here, if we take limit along the path y equal to mx, in that case limit xy tends to 0 0 xy tends to 0 0 xy divided by x square plus y square equal to limit x tends to 0 mx square divided by x square plus m square x square. So it is equal to, if we cancel x from numerator and denominator, we get m divided by 1 plus m square. So the value of the limit depends on m, and we know that if the limit exists, it is unique, and therefore this limit xy tends to 0, that is limit depends on m. Here limit depends on value of m. If we change the value of m, then we get the different limits, and therefore limit xy tends to 0 0 xy divided by x square plus y square does not exist. So this is case number 3. So I am explaining again case number 1, 2, 3. This is the relation between repeated limit and simultaneous limit. If the repeated limit does not exist, then in that case simultaneous limit does not exist. If the repeated limit exists and not equal, then simultaneous limit does not exist. And if the repeated limit exists and equal, in that case simultaneous limit may or may not exist. So now next example, find the domain of, find the domain and a range of square root f of xy equal to square root of y minus x. We know that the square root function is defined only if the term inside the square root is greater than or equal to 0. So here domain is equal to collection of all xy such that y minus x greater than or equal to 0, or in other words we can write this as collection of all xy such that y greater than or equal to x. Now since it is a square root function, here range is equal to 0 to infinity. Again we know that we can easily find f of how range is calculated, since we can easily obtain f of xy equal to 0, x and y, such that f of xy equal to 0, that is square root y minus x is equal to 0. Again we can also find y minus x is equal to say 1, y minus x is equal to say 2 and 1.5 and so on, but we cannot find a square root of y minus x is equal to, since it is a square root function, it is not minus 3, minus 2. This is what does not exist. Such x and y does not exist, and therefore the range of this square root function is equal to 0 to infinity. Now next example number 3. Now we are going to change the order of the integration. Minus 1 to 1, 1 to 1, and integration from 0 to under root of, that is I am changing here, say minus square root of 1 minus x square to 0 f of xy dx dy dx. So we want to change the order of this integration. Now here the limit of x is given minus 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, and limit of y is minus under root of 1 minus x square less than or equal to y less than or equal to 0. So here y is equal to minus under root of 1 minus x square implies y square is equal to 1 minus x square, and this implies x square plus y square. This implies x square plus y square is equal to 1. We know that this is the equation of circle having center 0 0 and radius is 1. So if we draw the circle, so this is the circle, okay, and since the limit of x is given from minus 1 to plus 1, okay, so this is a minus 1 to plus 1, maybe it will cover entire region, or the second choice is it may be above the x axis, or our region may be below the x axis. For that, if we consider a vertical strip, it enters at y equal to 0, and it leaves at y equal to under root of 1 minus x square. But this is not a limit of y, it enters at, so it enters at y is equal to under root of y is equal to minus under root of 1 minus x square, and it leaves at y equal to 0. So this is our closed region. This is what a closed region. Now we want to change the order of integration. So now to change the order of integration, consider horizontal strips. If we consider a horizontal strip, it enters at y equal to x is equal to minus under root of 1 minus y square, and it leaves at x is equal to 1 minus y square, and such a strip we are going to put from this point to, that is minus 1 to 0. and therefore the new limit is minus 1 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 0 and minus under root of 1 minus y square less than or equal to x less than or equal to under root of 1 minus y square, and therefore the given integration, this integration becomes minus 1 to 0 minus square root of 1 minus y square to square root of 1 minus y square f of xy dx dy. So this is the by using change the order of integration. Now next evaluate an integration, say 0 to 1, triple integration 0 to 1 minus 2 to 2 integration minus 1 to 1 dz dy dx. So here the limit of z is from minus 1 to 1 and all the limits of z, y and x are constant. So if we evaluate first with respect to z, dz, that is z times minus 1 to 1, so it is equal to dy dx, which is equal to 0 to 1 minus 2 to 2, it is 1 minus minus 1 dy dx. So it is equal to 0 to 1 minus minus 1 means it is 2, and the integration of dy is y minus 2 to 2 dx. Again this is equal to 2 times 0 to 1 2 minus minus 2 dx. So it is equal to 2 times 0 to 1 4 dx, which is equal to 8 times integration of dx is equal to x from 0 to 1. So answer is what? 8 times 1 minus 0, so it is equal to what? 8. So the value of this triple integration is equal to 8. Now next example we want to determine extreme values. Say here next number maybe we want to determine the extreme values of f of xy is equal to minus x square minus y square minus 2 by x and minus 2 by y. So find the extreme values of this function. So that is we want to determine at what point this function f has extreme values. We want to determine at what point this function has extreme value. So we know that at extreme value, that is at critical point f of x is equal to 0 and f of y is equal to 0. So this implies minus twice x minus 2 by x square is equal to 0 and minus 2y plus 2 by y square is equal to 0. So this implies okay, minus twice x cube plus 2 divided by x square is equal to 0 and minus 2y cube plus 2 divided by y square is equal to 0. So this implies minus twice x cube plus 2 equal to 0 and minus 2y cube plus 2 equal to 0. So this implies x cube is equal to 1 and y cube equal to 1, and this implies x is equal to 1 and x cube is equal to 1 implies x is equal to 1 and y equal to 1, and therefore this given function f of xy has extreme values at point what? 1 1. At extreme value we know that f of x and f of y is equal to what? 0 0. Now next we want to determine at what point the function f of xyz is equal to 1 divided by mod of x plus mod of y is continuous. Now we know that this function is continuous, it is not continuous if mod of x plus mod of y equal to 0. But mod of x is equal plus mod of y equal to 0, this has only solution if x is equal to 0 and y equal to 0. Okay, so if we the domain, that is, it is continuous the given function continuous at all point, say all point of the type, say okay, sorry, it is continuous all points of R cube except the point of the type 0 0, say k, where k belongs to R. So the given function is continuous except the point, such a point, that is, if we take 0 0 1 0 0 1 0 1, then f of xyz is equal to, that is, f of 0 0 1 is equal to 0 0 1 is equal to 1 divided by 0 plus 0, and which is undefined, and therefore if we remove such a point, then given function is what? Continuous. Now next, we want to determine the Jacobian of x is equal to u plus v and x is equal to u minus v, and we want to, sorry, y is equal to, this is what? Y. So we want to determine Jacobian of uv, which is equal to dabba xy divided by dabba uv, which is equal to dabba x divided by dabba u, dabba x divided by dabba v, dabba y divided by dabba u, dabba y divided by dabba v, so which is equal to 1 dabba x 1 and 1 minus 1. So dabba x by dabba u is 1, dabba x by dabba v is 1, dabba y by dabba u is 1, dabba y by dabba v is minus 1. So this is minus 1 minus 1, it is equal to minus 2. So this is what? A Jacobian. This is one more example. I am writing a star. Okay, I think. Okay, now next, find the area. Next example, find the area of region bounded by y equal to thrice x and y equal to x square. We want to determine what is the area of closed region bounded by y equal to thrice x and y equal to x square. We know that y equal to thrice x and y equal to x square implies thrice x is equal to x square, and this implies x square minus thrice x is equal to 0. This implies x into x minus 3 equal to 0, and this implies x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, and x minus 3 equal to 0. So this implies x is equal to 0 or x is equal to 3, and therefore it implies y equal to 0. So the intersecting points 0 0 and 3 3. If x is equal to 3, then y is equal to what? 9. 3 and 9. 3 and 9. So the area is equal to, again, since we know that y equal to x square, it is an equation of parabola, and so this is the equation of y equal to and this is y equal to thrice x. This is the equation of y equal to thrice x. So if we consider a vertical strip, it enters at y equal to x square and it leaves at y equal to thrice x, and such a strip we are going to put from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 3. So the limits are x square less than or equal to y less than or equal to thrice x, and 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3, and area is equal to double integration dA, which is equal to 0 to 3 x square to thrice x dy dx, which is equal to since the integration of dy is y from x square to thrice x dx, which is equal to 0 to 3 thrice x minus x square dx, which is equal to 0 to 3 sorry, and now we want to take an integration with respect to x. So this is thrice x square divided by 2 minus x cube divided by 3, and the limit is from 0 to 3. So this is what 3 cube, that is 27 by 2 minus, again this is what 27 by 3. So if we take the 27 outside, 27 outside, it is 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3, so this is equal to 27 by 6, and which is equal to 9 by 2, 9 by 2. So this is what the area of the closed region. Now next, again, what is the domain and range of function f of xy is equal to 1 divided by x square plus y square. We know that this function is defined everywhere only if not defined if x square plus y square equal to 0, and this it has only solution if x is equal to 0, y equal to 0, and therefore domain is equal to r square minus 0 0, and range is equal to since again we cannot find f of xy such that f of xy equal to 0, and therefore the range is again we cannot find f of xy such that f of xy is equal to negative minus 1 minus 2. Such a xy does not exist. F of xy equal to minus 1 or f of xy equal to minus 2, since it is a square function, such a value does not exist, and therefore range is 0 to infinity. Range is what? 0 to infinity. So thank you.